Speaking of the girls, we have listened to Life of a Showgirl. There are some bops on there I think everybody knows. One of the songs that Ellie and I have been bopping to on the way to school is Opalite. And who are we kidding? Would. Here's the deal. Do I need that much detail about specifically about my brother-in-law?
And your fiance driving away in his drop top, to me, was such an important moment because it felt like there goes cautious discretion.
My family right now, every one of my family members were like, we've been just...
This is a Taylor Swift news alert you don't want to miss. Check out everything that happened recently in this video.
Next up, a lyric from Life of a Showgirl inspired a viral tweet. And I have to admit, they got my ass. They really did. The tweet says, a whole block full of baby Kelce heads. Someone commented on that tweet and said, the fate of Kylie Kelce. First of all, the lyric is, quote, have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you, from Wishlist, which is my favorite song on the album, I think. I've said it so many times before, the Kelce genes are strong. And here's a moment that happened this week. This week was Uncle Trav's birthday. And in true celebration, there were a number of photos posted on a carousel on Instagram, I believe by the Chiefs and New Hype, that were, oh yeah, I did. Brad, bleep it! The other podcast and the Chiefs collabed on a carousel of photos for Uncle Trav's birthday that included a photo of my husband and Travis. And I will tell you what, I think I've given up on the Ellie fight. It was so obvious. It's Ellie's eyes. It's her eyes. And the worst part is it was in that photo where I was like, oh shit, is that Benny's face too? Which, to be fair, I have not thought for 1 second that Benny resembled me at all. So that was fine. It was Ellie that broke me. So the genes are strong, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I've been saying this from the beginning. We saw Wyatt come out. It's like we cloned Jason in girl form. We don't have a fighting chance, okay? But luckily, they make very cute children. Can confirm. Very cute children, those Kelces. Because that baby picture was that little kid picture of Jason and Travis was so cute. We do have half the block already covered, especially when they scatter, which is a thing they've been doing recently. They think it's funny. Speaking of the girls, we have listened to Life of a Showgirl. There are some bops on there I think everybody knows. One of the songs that Ellie and I have been bopping to on the way to school is Opalite. Great song. The lyric, my brother used to call it eating out of the trash. Outstanding. My favorites on the album are definitely Wishlist, Opalite, and who are we kidding? Would. Here's the deal. Do I need that much detail specifically about my brother-in-law? Probably not, but also, good job, Trav. That's it. Guys, yes. 1,000% yes. That's women supporting women. Proud of you.
Let's ask this. How do you feel about Wood?
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Do you feel like trying to think of the word. Do you feel not confident? Do you feel cocky? Do you feel cocky about the song Wood?
No, like, I think that any song that, she references me.
That's not just any song.
It's very like,
this is a very specific you.
I love that girl. So what do you mean? Any song that she would reference me in any
Well, it's not just you though. It's an appendage. It's not just you as it's a very specific thing.
I think you're not understanding the song.
Jesus Christ, Travis, come on.
No way.
Redwood tree ain't hard to see. I thought redwood was a little bit, that's a generous word, I think. I think if somebody wrote a song about me, it'd be like Japanese maple, sometimes can see.
Japanese maple. Hilarious.
That song's great though. The freaking the beat to that song is fantastic, and that's right up my alley. So well done. I think it's a great song. One other one's really caught. Canceled was one that initially when I listened to it, I thought that was a lot of fun. Wishlist now is probably one. I would put that up there with my top tracks on the album. And Kylie listened to that first, and she was the one who kind of like told me to go back and listen to that one. And I listened to it while reading the lyrics because sometimes I need to do that. But I think the sentiment behind that song is fantastic.
Yeah,
and I think. Yeah, it's very well done. It's clever. It talks about like what life really is about and like what relationships are really about. And I think it's just very well done.
You know, the math is one thing, and that just goes on around us in life now. But then the real human interaction is what I know that you really still tap into. And when you have an album that's this big with so many people pouring their energy and being so invested in it, how do you absorb all of that in the days that follow? Because we're talking for real a few days after the album came out.
Yeah, I mean, I welcome the chaos. The rule of show business is if it's the first week of my album release and you are saying either my name or my album title, you're helping.
Taylor recently had an interview with Zane Lowe, and it's really good. Zane actually asked her about the reaction to the album, and she had a quote that I'm gonna read to you because I think it's really, really important. It's kind of long, but bear with me. She said, "I welcome the chaos. The rule of a showgirl is if it's the first week of my album release and you're either saying my name or my album title, you're helping. I have lots of respect of people's subjective opinions on art. I'm not the art police. Everyone's allowed to feel exactly how they want, and what our goal is as entertainers is to be a mirror. Oftentimes, an album is a wild way to look at yourself. What you're going through in your life is going to affect how you relate to the music I'm putting out at any given moment. I love when my fans connect with an album later, like how they were originally a Fearless girly, but now they love Evermore, or they didn't really get Reputation when it came out, but now they understand it now that they've gone through some things." She goes on to say, "I have an eye on legacy when I make music. I know what I made, I know I adore it, and I know, on the theme of what a showgirl is, I know that all of this is part of it." And personally, I think that's a very classy way of dealing with what people are saying, and I'm glad Zayn actually asked her about it. Because Taylor basically said, "You can criticize my art, that's fine, I'm not gonna stop you. But I'm actually proud of what I made, and that has value too." She also confirmed that the Fate of Ophelia music video has over 100 Easter eggs in it, and all of them point towards past art, current art, or future art. She also said that she's really happy that fans are still enjoying the whole Easter egg thing. She also did say again that this is an album she's wanted to make her entire career, in terms of always wanting to have fun in this type of way, to exhibit some mischief, to be fun and flirty. She said, "I know that I am known for my sad, cathartic, and breakup songs because she loves to write about those things, but that's not where she is in her life anymore. She's very proud of the music she, Max, and Johann Shellback created, going over every note, melody, word, and consonant in the productions, and personally, I just love that for her." What did you think about this interview? Let me know in the comments.
Taylor Swift gave another interview today, and this time she's addressing that getaway car moment. She gave another interview with Zane Brown this morning and addressed how Travis Kelce sort of helped her overcome being cautionary.
This idea of learning cautious discretion is a heavy, heavy thing to have to take on at a young age. If I could be just honest for a second, that picture of you and your fiance driving away in his drop top, to me, was such an important moment because it felt like there goes cautious discretion.
My family right now, every one of my family members were like, we've been just, all we want is that for you.
Taylor also addressed some of the praise and criticism for the life of the showgirl, saying if you're saying her name or her album's name the week of release, she stays winning.
We're doing this thing for keeps. Like, I have such an eye on legacy when I'm making my music. I know what I made. I know I adore it. And I know that, like, on the theme of what the showgirl is, all of this is part of it.
She also confirmed in this interview that the Fate of Ophelia music video had hundreds of Easter eggs, that she practically had a list and was just checking them off as she was able to add them into the music video. And I love her for playing those games with us. That is not something she has to do, but she genuinely enjoys it. As always, let me know your thoughts. Which interview so far has been your favorite?
Guess who's on my playlist right now? Taylor Swift. Yeah, of course.
New album.
And also, her album is incredible.
Favorite song on the Taylor album. This is very important to me.
I like Ophelia. Yeah,
single.
good, exactly.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she makes people happy. More power to her, yeah.
So I have to say, Kylie's unfiltered comments about Ward is just as hilarious as Jason's, and shows me that she is truly his soulmate, because they're basically the same person. Two people who love passionately and will say whatever is on their mind. And I respect that. And I'm also in the same boat with the favorite songs, plus a few more. Well, the entire album. Speaking of Showgirl, check out the Easter eggs that you probably missed in the next video.